This is Lash LaRue, and you're shooting the poop with my buddy here, man. Keep watching, keep listening, and keep downloading.
Hey, this is former WWE superstar and ECW original, the Blue Meanie, and you're looking at and you're listening to, and you're watching the Shootin Shit podcast. Woo! The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at WrestlingWithJohners.com.
Happy holidays, shooters!
Joseph, that stupid bitch.
Stupid bitch.
Yeah, you got to throw the stupid in front of it.
It makes it less offensive.
For me personally, it just rolls off the tongue better when I'm like, "Hey, you dumb bitch."
Dumb bitch is good.
Yeah, that's
stupid bitch is to me. It's just a little more emphatic.
Yeah. I know you like a little bit more in the syllables there.
Yeah.
Throwing it in some more.
I
a little bit more eloquent.
I want it to hit like an Eddie Kingston chop, baby. I want you to feel that shit.
Stupid.
I'm just like blunt force trauma. I'm the car accident you didn't see coming.
You're right.
You dumb bitch.
I'm 2 to the chest. You're 1 to the dome, brother. That's just the way.
That's the Philly way, man.
We're a fucking team, bro. We're a fucking team.
Look at you, pair of coconuts. Gentlemen, how's everyone doing tonight?
I'm
pretty good.
I'm all right.
Good, man. Good.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Fantastic. I don't think I am. I don't think anything could take me off of this high that I've been going through for like the last night. So,
give us an hour. So
I told you not to fucking try meth, dude.
This is your brain on speed.
That's why he's wearing that dumb fucking hat.
Oh no, dude! It's the holiday season. I'm Puerto Rican.
No, it's not. It's not even Thanksgiving yet.
As soon as you get past Halloween and you hit November, Puerto Rican households start the Christmas music. We start making the cookies. So we start planning out the festivities because Christmas in Puerto Rico is a whole month. So you have to pregame.
So educate me. What does Batman have to do with Puerto Rico or the holiday season?
It's a Christmas Santa hat. And it's a Batman one because I like Batman.
You're a fucking walking novelty, bud.
Yeah, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. You know, I had a cowboy one. I just don't know where it went. But the Batman one, I never lose. I like Batman. Yeah.
You fucking child.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
Who doesn't like Batman, dude? He's fucking badass. You guys are gonna sit there and tell me you don't like Batman?
Superman, baby.
The guy who has a Superman thing tattooed on his arm.
Yeah, I don't like Batman. I'm a Superman guy.
Yeah,
I'm a Batman guy, Jovan. So I'll have your back on that.
See,
thank you.
There you go. You.
Okay. At least it's human. So, you alien. You built that wall, motherfucker.
You know what? I think I need a longer version of our song for my workout video, my workout list, man, because that song hits, bro.
It does.
I get when I sit here and think about I got to put up with you two fucks, and then that music hits, and I'm thinking, what the fuck are me and Joey doing on this show with these two idiots? And then that music hits, and I'm just like, now I remember.
Well, you know what? Fuck you two.
I know it's a very pleasant way to start tonight.
I know, right, Jovan?
Dude, I can't hear you with Jovan's nuts in your mouth, dude. What'd you say?
And you know what? Let me double down real quick. I know Philly up there likes Batman because they have Fat Batman on their football team. So I don't know where the Batman hate's coming from.
I don't got Batman hate.
Oh, I don't
But
hate Batman.
Also, but just not my favorite superhero though either.
Yeah, not my favorite superhero. He's not actually a superhero, man. He's a rich guy with a bunch of toys. He's not really. There's nothing super about him.
That's what makes him awesome.
And you know
He's
what?
not an alien.
And you know what? He's the only superhero out there that has a contingency plan for every superhero if they were to turn rogue.
Even himself, bro.
Yep.
Oh,
I
it's
know.
a fucking rich white dude, man, in 2023.
Who got his ass kicked and Donna Jones.
Man,
yeah, dude, you're the fuck you too.
Man, I don't want to like get too political here, bro, but like, you got a white manservant. Okay, I'll give you that, but like, better get back to that community a little bit more, bro.
And his cover is banging hot chicks.
I mean, where's the loss at? You say that like you rather go the other way on that, brother.
Because his steward is a young boy.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So you don't be mentoring the homies on how to bang chicks, my friend? You
I don't
just
think
be
that's
like,
what
fuck the bros.
I don't think that's what he's mentoring him in, man. Guy walks around in rubber latex pants.
Says the guy who supports a superhero that wears spandex.
That's right.
It's not true, man. It's Kryptonian thread.
Oh my god.
Oh,
here we fucking go.
Ancient alien.
I'm just
thread,
saying,
bro.
man. If you're gonna argue this shit with me, you're gonna have to get real about it because I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Earth is real, bitch, not Krypton.
Hey man, my favorite hero is
it?
My favorite hero is a god, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Is what?
Is a god.
Your favorite hero is a god?
Yeah.
Thor?
Hell yeah.
I'll accept that one because hell, at least in Norse mythology, Thor fucking existed. Now you don't see anywhere else Superman's around.
Actually, you guys know like the whole sleeve I have on my arm is from a comic book, right?
But I've not.
Yeah, I didn't.
I've met you in person. I've not looked at your tattoos, to be honest.
I know you're just checking out the junk in those pants.
It was all booty. It was all that junk in the trunk.
Hell yeah.
In that compact package.
Fuck you, DDJ.
Dude, what is with you? Why are you always talking to him about his height, man? Why you do that?
Bro, I'm about to fucking do you like Mama Fratelli and just drop your ass, bro. Oh, fuck, dog.
TNT right there.
Hey, you guys.
Oh, my God.
Guys,
no, seriously, it is, though.
All right, man.
I would like to see
what topics are we talking about, stupid or otherwise? Let's go.
You know, that's not nice. I don't think we're doing stupid topics, but we've got wrestling topics tonight. We are a wrestling-based show.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even watch wrestling anymore.
I know.
I haven't been able to watch anything in like weeks.
You could tell. No, I'm just joking. Let's start with AEW because I only have 2 things on it, and then we can transition to the E. So, guys,
we ain't gonna talk about why Sting should be in the main event again, are we? Because I don't have the energy for that right now.
No, we're not gonna do that again. We've already burnt you out, Paul. It's okay. But from one pop to another pop. Apparently, Flair's deal with AEW is a multi-year contract. Is he going to be in the ring? Are we just valeting this whole time?
Sponsored by Templeton's Funeral Home.
all these fucking just shitbag, stinky neck bearded fucking AEW fans fucking crying in their goddamn cornflakes this morning because the fucking real devil just got a deal from Tony Khan.
Oh my God.
So if anybody needs a reminder, as I've said on I don't even know how many fucking episodes of this show, Tony Khan ain't the fucking friend of the people. He's still got a fucking business to run. And if he's, whether it's smart business or stupid business, because, hey, let's just keep signing 60 and 70-year-old guys to contracts and keep paying these motherfuckers. And then still think that you're the cool, relevant show because Darby Allin almost fucking killed himself, throwing himself onto the fucking steel stairs twice. Like, let's be honest, dude. It's a business, and Tony Khan thinks Ric Flair is gonna generate some cash. So suck it up. You're getting that fucking helicopter ride for the next 24 months. At fucking whiny fucking AEW. And they're still crying over Punk. Oh, he was never good anyway. Oh, fuck him. He's the biggest ego ever. Oh, cool. Yeah. You ever hear of Hulk Hogan? Fucking stories for you, bud.
Oh, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if Hogan's the next big surprise. I really would. Yeah.
At this point, it's just
Khan's he's fucking walking out the WWE retirement home, man. He's just bringing them all in.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Fucking dig up Jimmy Snuka's old bones and roll him on fucking down? Like, why not?
You don't have to roll him down, dude. You just have to throw him off the top of a cage.
No,
in the box?
I don't think he bounced. I don't think he bounced.
I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Tony Khan, Booker of the Year. Anybody who still thinks that should be punched square in the fucking face. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. I will max out a credit card. You tell me an articulated point of why Tony Khan is Booker of the Year and send me your address. And I'm going to get a fucking ticket and I'm going to fly to your home. I'll fucking Uber myself from the airport. I will show up at your front door to punch you right in your fucking dumb face. Just to remind you how much of a fucking idiot you are. And then I'll just get back in the fucking car and I'll head right back to the fucking airport. No carry on. I don't need shit, dude. I'm gonna walk right through that security. I'm not wearing a belt. I'm wearing joggers. No belt. You ain't jerking me off at fucking O'Hare Airport, are you? Nope. Been there, done that this year. Mark that off the fucking bucket list for 2023. Got jerked off publicly by a TSA agent.
Well, cool. Javon and I drove around the airport like 20 times waiting for you.
Well, that's because
he had to
dumb.
finish. He had to finish.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's true. Fair point.
I mean, Jesus Christ. Anyway, W fans losing their shit over fucking Dick Flair coming out and whirling that stupid fucking ramp. Unreal. Anyway, what do you guys think?
Exacerbated. DJ, what you got? And that's your guy. That's your guy that they're going to be like rolling out. So.
Woo! You know what? As long as he doesn't set foot in the ring and actually wrestle a match, I'm perfectly fine with him being there. I think it makes all the sense in the world with with Sting, and that beyond that, who knows? But I mean, as long as he stays away from that ring and doesn't get in a match, I'm cool with it.
Does anybody actually think he's not going to try to get in the ring?
Oh, he's going to try
his way in. Yeah,
dude. Didn't I see? And I don't know if it's legitimate or not. Wasn't he already like fucking tweeting out about wrestling MJF already?
He wanted to have a one.
Yeah,
he's still.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a promo between those two.
I would.
I would. I'm afraid he'd fucking have a heart attack during the promo.
Dude, fucking MJF. I'm sorry, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but MJF will fucking chew up Ric Flair and spit him the fuck out before anybody knows what happens. And that's not a knock against Flair, because if this was Flair in fucking 87, 88,
maybe.
Okay, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
But this is a fucking one-sided beating that's going to happen if it happens today.
I was going to say, the point I was going to make, did anybody see Flair's face when Christian was just ripping his guts out?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was legit taking that shit personally.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could see it in his face, talking about his liver, talking about him, what a shitty father he was. I mean, just kind of putting all his shit out there that we all know, but nobody says out loud in front of him because it's Ric fucking Flair. I think, I'm going to blow. You guys are all going to fucking fall out of your chairs in 0 counting 3 seconds. Worst signing than Jeff Jarrett made more sense to me bringing him in than Ric Flair.
It's 2 weeks now with the freaking Jeff Jarrett niceness.
Wow.
And we know how I feel about Jeff Jarrett, but
that's
at least,
really saying something.
At least Jarrett can work, man. I mean, he can still work. Jeff Jarrett has always been a good worker. I just don't like him personally. I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan, never have been. But he can work, and he gets heat because the heat is legit. Nobody likes him. Yeah. That's where his heat is. That actually makes more sense to me. But now, I mean, does anybody think that the only reason he didn't get signed there is because he's been in the WWE all this fucking time?
No.
It's got nothing to do. I mean, yeah, there's no. I mean, Sting made sense because it's fucking Sting. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Rick 15 years ago, 20 years ago, that would have made sense to me. You know, but Rick now,
I get.
He's got no business. He's got no business, one, being in the ring, two, on the road. He has no business being on the road. None whatsoever. This guy will not make it through 2024. It won't happen, man.
So you're taking him in the Deadpool?
Dude, he's living on Deadpool. Come on, man. Let's be honest, dude.
When did we start a Deadpool?
Dude, I love Rick in the sense of like everything that he's done for the business. Like I love the Nature Boy. I love the Horseman. I loved all of it. I even loved it when he was in WWE with Revolution. Now, anything past the match with Shawn Michaels, which was in the middle of the show, by the way, and it was his retirement match. Just pointing that out to you two chuckleheads.
Thank you.
Anything past that, he should have just stayed away, and the man just can't. He just can't walk away. Not in the same sense that Jeff Jarrett can. I think Jeff just keeps hanging around because he's just hoping one day somebody's going to give him just a modicum of respect for what he's done. But but we can't because we hate him.
And you hate to say it because he kind of deserves it.
He kind of does.
He kind of does. But you just don't want to say it because.
But I mean, like the second where he's the world's second biggest tampon. You know what I'm saying? Second only to Don Callis. But at this point with Rick, man, it's just I'm embarrassed for him. I'm embarrassed for him. I really am. Like I
want to say this. I want to say this, Sean, because this is going to go exactly with what you're talking about. Ric Flair, somewhere between that WrestleMania, his Hall of Fame induction, WrestleMania retirement against Shawn, to today, somewhere like soon after that, is when he went full off the rails, and there, he always talked about he was living the gimmick. But in his older age, now all it is. You're in your 70s, bro. You can't go anymore. Stop it. You can't go on the microphone anymore. You can't go in the ring. It is what it is. So go against MJF. Yeah, he's not the Nature Boy anymore. But
he's just not.
Pop culture now has had this whole rejuvenation of Ric Flair's career.
Yep.
Ric Flair is embedded in pop culture, so it's all the more reason for him to still try to live the gimmick at how old is he? 72?
73, I believe.
73?
Yeah.
73.
At 73, he's still trying to live the gimmick because now he's so ingrained in pop culture, and it's cool. It's a cool thing, trendy thing. And nobody can say anything to him because he is Ric Flair, and everything he did.
All I know is this, man. If I hope that you guys love me enough that if I'm 73 years old and still chasing ass and walking around wanting people to call me the Silver Wolf, somebody's going to put a fucking gun to my head and pull the trigger. Put me out of my fucking misery, dude. This guy is just, man, it's
true.
Tony Khan is the death nail in Ric Flair. This is the last. That's it.
Well, I'm happy you feel that way, buddy, because I have another one for you. With all geriatric wrestling now coming down, the big Paul Wight.
Oh, good fucking God.
No, it's Joey's guy.
I know. Dennis.
He just left.
I know Dennis loves this guy. I don't know how he's going to feel about him in ring.
Dude, I've always liked it. He looked good. He looked like he was in some good shape, man.
Yeah. I get it if it's the kind. If his being back in the ring is to help get Powerhouse Hobbs over even more, then it makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think Hobbs can slam that big man?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think anybody can slam that man unless he allows him to do it.
Exactly.
I think he'll allow Hobbs to do it.
Oh, dude, he's allowed everybody to do it. So, I mean, that's
Yeah.
the problem with the Big Show.
Yeah.
He wasn't selective about who he put over.
Right.
That was the difference between him and Andre. If Andre got slammed, it meant something.
Right.
Big Show's been getting slammed since his first fucking started in his career. I think the first match him and Hogan locked up, Hogan slammed him.
I think so.
And he still won the match, but that's
we can talk
where
about fucked up WCW booking another time.
No, bro. Oh my
It'll be
god,
its
we can
own
fill a whole
episode.
fucking show up with
Yeah.
that. But yeah, dude. I mean,
Oh,
the
Joe's
guy's
back.
there. He's gonna get his shine if he wants to. If he can still go. Fuck, dude. Everybody else over 50's working. He might as well too. I don't fucking.
Well, see, the thing is he's going to be in an 8-man match, so that means he's not going to really have to do a lot.
No, dude. He's gonna punch some people. He's gonna choke slam some people, and then Hobbs is gonna pin him.
Okay, I'm gonna say this.
You know.
So because he's gonna be an 8-man match, does that make it interesting? It doesn't.
No.
So you just got a giant 7-foot
That
piece
is-
of shit standing on the side of the ring, doing absolutely fucking nothing for about 12 fucking minutes, and then he gets in whatever and fucking does like 3 fucking moves because that's all his fucking old body and knees got left in him, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my god, Paul White's the best! I can't believe it. He's such a legend." Let me be clear about this: he's not. He's not fucking Hall of Fame caliber. He isn't.
Ooh.
He isn't. I'm sorry, he's not.
He's not.
Tell-
He's
tell
not
me,
wrong.
tell me what great fucking moments of his career have been so. Oh my god, this is why he's a fucking legend and a Hall of Famer. Enlighten me. I'd love to hear it because I'm gonna shit on your fucking face when I tell you everything that he's not.
I could say anything and you would try shitting on my face.
Dude, I want to shit on your face.
Well, dude, I'm gonna
just
say,
my
man,
own day.
This guy, you
This
gotta
doesn't
remember,
sound
this
like
is the
Isaac
same-
now.
This
king-
is the
we don't
same
king
guy who
shame on
still
the
believes
show.
that the honky tonk man belongs in the Hall of Fame. So of course he thinks Paul White belongs.
I'd put the Honky Tonk Man in the Hall of Fame over fucking Big Show.
Whoa.
And
Wow.
and that's real talk because at least that fucking prick, all coked out, had a fucking one of the longest title runs in fucking Intercontinental history. I'll give him
is
that,
true.
and I'll
Yeah.
say he can go in the Hall of Fame because what the fuck has Big Show Paul White done? I'd love to hear.
I'm actually trying to think of anything.
Yeah, me too.
Did he ever have a WrestleMania moment?
Not with winning one.
Nope, he didn't. I'll rapid fire the answers for you. Don't worry. You can think about it and then say
He beat
hey,
Cody
Joe,
for
you
the
were really-
Intercontinental
you were actually
title
right
one
about
year
that.
at WrestleMania.
I'm sorry. What's that?
He beat Cody for the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania one year.
Oh my God! Really? What fucking
That was
first ballot,
handsome.
baby, right there.
Okay, all right,
Who
all right.
gives a
Do you
flying
say
fuck?
that?
That is
So
not
then-
it. And his biggest WrestleMania moment was getting fucking picked up and walked and slammed out of the ring by somebody half of his size. If you want to really get technical, that's fucking his
Yeah.
claim to fame at WrestleMania was when fucking
he's got
Claudio
lost to
picked him
Floyd
up
Mayweather.
and walked him over to the ropes to dump his ass out. So good on him for making
Didn't he-
fucking Claudio look real good and strong, but that's about it. Okay. Enlighten me on this.
Didn't he lose to Floyd Mayweather at a pay-per-view?
Got knocked
At
out.
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
In a
That was
bullshit
Floyd
gimmick
Mayweather.
match. So yeah.
5
So
foot
there's that.
7, 150 pounds.
Oh, we can get off. We can get off WrestleMania. We can just go right to tell me about his best championship runs.
God, for a man who's so decorated, I'm looking at his Wikipedia page, and he's won a lot, but none of them are
He's
memorable.
won a lot. Yeah, I do remember
Triple
his
Crown,
tag
Grand
title.
Slam.
I do remember his tag team run with Chris Jericho. That
this
was
sucks.
getting some heat, and then I don't know what. I think he got injured or something happened. Jericho got injured, but they were a pretty good tag team
Yeah, sounds super
for a
memorable to me.
minute, for like a minute. Yeah, no, but yeah,
But
Man,
not every Hall of
that's-
Famer has had a memorable WrestleMania moment.
DDJ, I'm going down a list here. He's had no memorable championship runs. He's had no memorable WrestleMania moments. What was his biggest feuds? And I'm going to say this. While you guys all sit there and it's silent and you have to actually really think about it, because you can throw some names out. You can actually throw some names out there. But you're going to have to sit there and think about it. Because there's nothing fucking memorable about them.
You know, I can't disagree with you on that.
I really can't fucking argue that with you right now.
Because your old lady up there is a big fucking Big Slow fan. So you have to, so she doesn't get pissed off at you any more than she probably is, bud. It is what it is.
I'm sure I can find another way for her to be pissed off at me. So
we all know that.
Sean knows.
Joey has killed this man's career in like 30 minutes.
Wow.
I'm just saying. And I know Dennis.
He's
the only person here.
You're not wrong.
One person he's going to disagree with me. One person here is going to disagree with me. It's DDJ. You know why? Because DDJ is the guy who wears a fucking t-shirt for Colt Cabana. DDJ is the guy who will fucking mark out for any single pro wrestler that he. Oh, I like that guy. He's great. And then you'll list all his fucking everything in his career head to toe. But you're one of the only fucking people that'll do that. And I'm being real with you. Every other normal fan here is like, yeah, I can't fucking think of a major feud that like was really
so
like,
I'm not
oh my
normal?
God. What's that?
I'm not normal?
Absolutely.
No, you're the wrestling Rain Man. You know this.
Yeah, you're not normal at all. What the fuck, dude?
That's okay. We love you.
Guy.
What's that?
I'm a glass half full guy. Nothing.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. You're just you always like the weird ones, but when you like something, you
and
read
that's
it.
nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with that. I should have worded it better and said your average wrestling fans.
Yeah, because you're not average.
So wait, I'm not even average now. No, I'm just
well, dude, no, I mean he's kind of got a point. Like I've heard you say on this show numerous times. Like, let me go down the list. You think the Rougeau brothers should be in the Hall of Fame?
Oh God, yeah, that was a.
I never said
Big
that. I think Jacques.
Yeah,
should
you
be in the
did.
Hall of
Yes,
Fame.
you.
Either
did
one
too.
of them.
You said that. You
It
did
doesn't have to be the
too.
team.
You said they were. You said and I quote, they were an underrated tag team, and you think they should be in the Hall of Fame. Remember? Because I was like, you're talking about the fucking Rougeau brothers. And you're like, yeah, sure.
Was there a different Rougeau brother team we didn't know about?
I remember coming at you about it because I was just like, it's the fucking Rougeau brothers, dude. They had like they were a tag team for like a minute. I mean, it wasn't long.
The fucking Mounties getting into the Hall of Fame? Are you on fucking drugs, bro?
Well,
but no,
you're
just
dude. I mean,
you're a fan. You're the fan
in the Hall of Fame, right?
No, you're DDJ. You're the fan who finds like all these good qualities in wrestlers that other people think are shit or don't like because it doesn't like the Rougeaus don't appeal to me. To like growing up watching the Rougeaus as a tag team never appealed to me. They were never like were they decent heels? Yeah. Could they work? Yeah. But I can't say they're Hall of Fame quality because they were there. I mean, they were there. I mean, yeah, look, everybody on the fucking team gets a Super Bowl ring, bud. Like, I understand that. The fucking front office gets them. Like, you know, there's a secretary, like, oh, look, here's my Super Bowl ring. What the fuck did you do? I answered the phone. Cool. Like, all right. Like, I get that.
In all fairness, though, I mean, we've talked about this before, too. WWE is an island of its own. I'm not surprised. You know, the reason why they're all in there is because they only work for that company anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. It really is kind of. There's very few people in the Hall of Fame that didn't work for WWE, and most of those people came along. They're like legends from the past.
Yes.
Right.
My point, though, going
like
back
Sting.
to Paul Wight. Hang on. What, I just want to finish this.
No.
My point on Paul Wight is like he is not a fucking major draw. If it were 1987 and Tony Khan signed fucking Paul Wight, yeah, that'd be a major fucking draw because it would make more sense then. It's 2023. Like, who gives a flying fuck that they're rolling him out there? This fucking
he's been there for a while, right?
Shit. Yeah, he's been fucking around and
commentary.
Yeah, he wrestled like a few times on like fucking
He
Dark or
wrestled
whatever on
QT.
YouTube.
Didn't he wrestle
Captain
QT?
Insano.
He
Yeah,
wrestled
when we
QT
went to
Marshall,
at
right?
All Out. Yeah, when I won the suite that I won the suite that other group supposedly had for sale.
Yeah, so like I mean he doesn't do anything. And it's like they get, oh, it was a big pop and reaction. It's the same as like, oh, there's a big announcement from Tony Khan this week. Dude, if I hear that one more time, I don't give a flying fuck, dude.
Yeah,
That may have been the worst important
I'm gonna start fucking
ever.
fleecing you for next year right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your kids doesn't need Christmas presents. Get tickets.
Well, this is a tough one for me, man, because I like Paul Wight, the human being.
He's a good dude.
I like the dude. He's a good dude. I like just everything that I've seen, with him. I just enjoy him. I think he's entertaining, but I can't really argue the fact that you're right. Maybe he does belong in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll get there because everybody that works in the WWE does.
I don't know because he's not in the system anymore. I don't think they'll put him in.
He'll get in eventually.
Posthumously.
He'll retire, and they do. They'll bring him back. I mean, come on, man. They got to be underneath that band. They didn't put. If Sting hadn't come over and signed with WWE, do you think Sting would have ended up in the WWE Hall of Fame?
Nope.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I think
not in the WWE Hall of Fame. He wouldn't have.
Not living.
He wouldn't have. The guy
he would have been one that after he died and all the wrestling world is giving their kudos. WWE
they would have acknowledged
Sting.
I don't know. I mean, if they can put guys like the Great Muta, Juice and Thunder Liger had the one match in NXT, but if they can put Muta,
also
Liger,
WCW, which they technically owned.
Yeah, but that was he was long gone before they bought it, so I wouldn't count that. Abdullah the Butcher and stuff. I mean, he could have gotten in. I think he would have gotten in just on his accomplishments alone, but it wouldn't have been it would have been a lot. It wouldn't. He might not be in now if he were to never be there, but I think he still would have found his way in eventually.
That's what we just said.
Well, I'm just reinforcing it then.
There you go. All right.
Let me tell y'all this.
Well, you're awful proud of that hat, aren't you? Son?
He should be.
I am, man.
Adjusting that shit.
Talking about wrestling, man. My fucking baseball team are the Road Warriors, dude. 10-0 in the playoffs on the road.
I thought they were 11-0.
Was it
they
11?
Were after last night, they were 11.
Oh wow, 11-0.
Yeah.
Last night counted. That's right. Forgot
Only 3 games they lost were those 3 games in Arlington and this at ALCS.
Yeah, to the Astros. Oh, 2 to the Astros, 1 to the Arizona. But we never lost anything on the road. But yeah, man, this is the ALCS hat. I'll have the World Series hat soon. I'll talk more about that a little later. But let's see. We talked Big Show, Paul Wight, excuse me, the Big Deal. I don't know what the hell they're gonna call him.
Captain Insano.
Captain Insano. They have the rights to that one.
Yep.
So let's transition here. We hit some good topics. Just freaking demolished the man's whole legacy, which was fucking great. I didn't see that coming. But
that's what I'm here for, guys.
Keep doing you, man.
Hey, you got a favorite wrestler? Guess what? I'm gonna shit on him. Welcome to the show.
It's a great segue.
Shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time. Shootin Shit proudly presents the Stirrin' Shit Facebook Question of the Week.
All right. So, question of the week. Well, I don't feel right introducing this one. Sean, who's got the question of the week this week?
We got another one from Josh Glenn, and I'm trying not to bombard you guys with all this stuff, but it was a damn good question when I brought it to the boys.
Yeah, talk to our shooters about.
Josh Glenn is the owner of Copeland's Bar and Grill, where we'll be hosting our live podcast of Survivor Series. You guys should come hang out
3
with
weeks.
us, have a few drinks, and be a part of it. It's going to be a good time. and Josh is laying out it's going to be a good time, man. I can't wait to do it. But his question I thought was really good. We take for granted that DDTs and all, but super variations aren't finishers. Jake made it, and it got mid-carded. Same with super kicks. What's replaced them? In 2023, what are moves and movesets that, while impressive, are not finishers or have movesets replaced a good finisher?
That was a really good question when
sense?
you brought it up and stuff, because it had me thinking. And I always think of, something that used to be considered, like you said, the finisher, like you mentioned, Jake's DDT. Like when he hit that DDT, it was over. Like there was no getting up from that. When Shawn Michaels,
there was Dunzo.
Yeah. But and then you look at like Chris Adams with the super kick, and I'm even predating Shawn Michaels because Chris Adams was the originator of the super kick. When he hit that move, that was it. When Shawn Michaels hit that move, that was it. But now, with the Bucks and stuff and the super kick party and all that, yeah. For me, the one move that when you used to see it, like, and there were two guys that really did it, and I think they're the only two that, if they still hit it, it would be protected. And I'm talking Randy Orton and Diamond Dallas Page with their variations of the cutter, the RKO or the Diamond Cutter. But I mean, now you're seeing all these matches. You see Cody with the Cody Cutter, the Springboard Cutter, and just all these, ones. I think there was a match on AEW where it was like, it's just everybody's going in the ring and hitting the cutter after cutter after cutter after cutter after cutter and stuff. But it's just, I miss those days when, like, you would see Orton hit that RKO out of nowhere, or Diamond Dallas Page hit that Diamond Cutter, and once they hit it, that was it. And and I mean, I feel like that's a move that's kind of gone the way of the DDT and the super kick.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, go ahead.
Real quick before you give your thought, just because I want to throw it out there before we get too far off of what he said.
Mm-hmm.
I 110% forgot that the RKO is a variation of the cutter. To me, it's so far removed from an original cutter that I didn't even consider it a fucking cutter. That was a mistake.
Because DDP did not really have the athletic ability to pull it off like Randy Orton does.
But he still had a bunch of different ways he could put it on.
No,
but
I agree.
But I agree with you in the fact with the athletic ability, though. But he still made it work.
I agree. DDP did all the same shit that Randy Orton does, but he did every variation just like Randy Orton has, except he just didn't look as good and wasn't as athletic to pull it off. Randy Orton is like, dude, if you could build a pro wrestler, Randy Orton would be the guy you would build.
You want to talk someone who's underrated in the grand scheme of things of pro wrestling, Randy Orton, and that's a shame because
I 100% agree. I 100% agree with that take. I really do.
Joey, come over here and shit on Randy Orton.
Oh, I'm gonna shit on a lot of people at the moment. You guys, all the hate mail can get directed to me.
I think we're gonna change his name from the Premier to the Shitter.
Every bit of hate mail and fucking bit of anger for what I'm getting ready to say, you can direct it to me because I don't give a flying fuck. Finishers are broken and don't work in professional wrestling anymore. And what ruined it is fucking indie wrestling. Indie wrestling is what ruined it. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
I'm just laughing at Jovan's reaction.
Tell me I'm wrong. I'm not wrong.
You're not.
Thank you.
No,
you're not wrong.
But I mean,
thank you.
You're not.
And I'll take all the fucking hate for it, and I'll take all the heat about it. But it's the truth. It turned it, and two of the biggest culprits of indie wrestling that did it, the young fucks out there just absolutely fucking, shitting on finishes and all that kind of shit. And it started an entire trend. Indie wrestling destroyed finishers.
It's crazy that their self-biography books is called Killing the Business because that's what they fucking did.
And many people have accused them of killing the business. But one aspect I think they truly killed is the aspect of finishers versus movesets. There are no protected finishes in professional wrestling anymore.
I think there's one.
I have 3 good examples.
Okay. Let's see. There are some. There's a handful, but it's not.
Yeah,
not
but that's been kicked out of numerous times now.
Yeah.
What?
The one-winged angel.
No, it hasn't.
Blow
Who's
up
kicked out
doll's
of the
done it.
one-winged angel?
The blow up doll's done it. Kota Ibushi's done it, and
I think Ibushi's the only one that's legit done it.
Doesn't matter. It really doesn't, because in the perspective of what we're talking about, that doesn't matter. Okay, we're talking about the time frame when, Jake hits a DDT. That's the end of the match. Hogan hits the leg drop.
That was it.
That's the end of the match. Savage hits the elbow.
Which was
off
the
top
dumbest
rope.
fucking finisher ever. Great finisher. Yeah.
So, but I'm just saying, like, every star had a finisher, and when that was hit, that was it. We're done.
That was it.
That was the end of the night. We're going home. So what I'm saying is, there are still some out there. The one-winged angel. Fuck it. There's a few.
Don't keep naming them because I'm gonna do my point.
Yeah, I won't. I'm stopping. But and that's fine. But in the perspective of what we're talking about, that's we're apples and oranges on that. Because the truth is, overall, we went from a business that had everybody who had their own finisher and it was protected to now it's like you have 3 or 4 guys that have a protected finisher. And think in the past, you want to get even more recent, think in the past 20 years. I'll give you a cool finisher here. Because when fucking Petey Williams was hitting it in TNA, the Canadian Destroyer was fucking amazing, right?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. And now you get a match of guys hitting a Destroyer on each other back and forth. And it's like, this is a fucking joke. I don't even want to watch it. There's nothing to enjoy. And maybe it's my old age. Maybe I've been listening to too much Cornette. I don't know. But what I'm starting to see now is like, well, fuck, dude, that's just goofy and silly. And it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit in a hard-hitting match. If you're going to have a gimmick, goofy, silly match, have a whole match of it. If you're going to have this hard-hitting battle for a title, and then all of a sudden, I hit a Canadian Destroyer, and then you get up and you hit a Canadian Destroyer, and we just keep going back and forth till somebody just falls over. Like, there's nothing good about that. There really isn't. So those finishers, those days are done. It's very, very, very limited few, and that's how it's going to be. It's about the movesets and things like that. Not to mention, we're also at a point. How many more finishers can anybody come up with? We haven't seen. How many indie fucks do I see on TikTok and Instagram every day, like doing the craziest shit off the top rope into like a fucking crowd of people to make it look cool and like almost killing themselves? I watch about like 6 of those videos a day, like at least.
Well, come on, man. I mean, for instance, our favorite fucking cowboy does a flip over the top rope and then throws a clothesline. Does anybody think that he's still gonna be able to pull off that move in 10 years?
No, those knees are gone. He has issues hitting it sometimes.
Yeah.
He has a hard time hitting it now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So go ahead, Jovan. Tell me all the finishers.
Dude, I'm going to say it this way. All right. I like this question a lot because it made me really think of my favorite time in pro wrestling, the Attitude Era, which everyone does. And it was a big deal.
I take that's not my favorite time in wrestling.
Oh, of course not. You probably like the Golden Age. Or
no, he likes the Golden Era. He does. He likes the Golden Era.
Yep.
Yeah. Hit it on the head. Anyway.
He wants everybody to have a job or
a
guitar or some shit.
Hey, I said at the same time he did. Sean knows me, fucker. Anyways, going back to when I was watching, every Monday, Friday pay-per-views every single week without fault, it was a big deal when somebody kicked out of the stunner. It was a big deal when somebody kicked out of the rock bottom. It was a big deal when somebody kicked out of the tombstone. These moves were heralded as the match enders. When you get out of it, Then you know something's happening. Shit, we've got a title change coming. He just kicked out of the stunner. Oh shit, something big's gonna happen. He just kicked out of the rock bottom. He
And-
grabbed the rope.
That was also reserved for real big matches too.
Exactly
Top,
my point.
top stars. We're not talking mid carders doing that.
And the
shit.
people that
Nope.
and the people that were kicking out of the stunner and the rock bottom were the same people who administered those holds. It was Brock and Steve.
Exactly.
Yes.
And Taker and Kane.
It wasn't mid carders.
It was
Yeah, it wasn't mid carders kicking out of that shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
go ahead, bro.
So it was held for high events, big moments, and to give that rub to the next champion. That's when you saw a big time finisher kicked out of. Then you transition to the ruthless aggression era. You start to get watered down, and you see the rise of Super Cena, who's what was it called? The FU at the beginning, the AA.
Yeah.
He that was protected for a good long time. Then when somebody first kicked out of that, you're like, oh shit, this person might actually beat Super Cena.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like you're watching an event and you've seen 3 fucking finishers happen before you get close to an actual finish. And you're sitting back like, why is this still going on? I'm programmed to know that when I see that move, it's over. Hell, they even do it in the video games now. You could hit a finisher and, oh, the guy's got a resiliency. He's going to kick out. Like, dude, I hit the finisher. That means it should be over. But it doesn't, because that's not how wrestling is.
Well, I mean,
now.
it's in the name, finish.
Exactly.
Mhm.
That's how it was supposed to be. But now, man, they've made it to where it's not even the move set. It's what they want the story to be throughout the match. It's, this is my spot, my spot, my spot, my spot, my spot. But it kills the flow because you don't have organic finishes, because we're still looking for, look, I know when this move is hit, it's done. And there's only a few guys who still have that mystique about them. Kenny Omega with the one-winged angel, Jericho with the Judas effect, Moxley with the Death Rider / paradigm shift.
I don't know if I'd agree with that one. I agree with the first two, but I don't know. If
I wouldn't. I don't agree with any of them, to be honest with you, because I've seen numerous people kick out of all 3 of the fucking moves every Wednesday night.
These are the more.
I'm waiting to see, besides
protected
Ibushi, who you
moves.
said kicked out of the one-winged angel.
And then the other one that's probably going to go under the radar as being a protected finisher because the guy loses so much, Baron Corbin. That
Yeah,
fucking
used to
finisher
be
of his.
That
That
used to be.
fucker was protected like a motherfucker.
Yes, it was. I believe Drew McIntyre was the first one to kick out of it.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, love him or hate him,
But
dude, he was a hell of a worker.
They made him a clown, though, man. They've ruined that guy's fucking career.
I know. And like that's why I was saying,
And it's a
love him or
shame
hate
because
him.
I was a huge fan of him when he was Lone Wolf. I loved
The Lone Wolf was a
character.
hell of a
Yes,
gimmick.
it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a bad motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
And
Then
you put
it's
him in a
just-
fucking Hawaiian shirt and a dumbass fucking hat and called him Happy. The fuck?
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying though. You as wrestling fans, we want that. We want that finish to be the actual finish. We don't want to see another 15 to 30 minutes after you hit the big move, because then we're just setting us up for what? The other big move that's going to lead to the final big move. And now matches aren't ending with what should be their finishes. We're going to end it on a fucking Panama Sunrise, or what is it? Code Red. Or we're going to end it with Schoolboy, or we're going to end up with a roll-up, or we're going to end it with something that really shouldn't be ending the match because these two are just tired as dog shit. And it's not even the finisher anymore. And I honestly, I don't like it. But yeah, I think it was a great question to kind of really bring to light what the problem has been in pro wrestling lately. And that is there's no real finishers anymore.
All right, I want to hit DDJ with trivia though.
Uh-oh.
There are
I'll get
two.
to get my.
Oh yeah, but I want to hit. Yeah, we'll get to you. Don't worry.
Just let me know when you need me, man.
Dude, I only give 1 or 2 good takes a show. Calm down, you'll get in there. Promise.
Two people
not
have
wrong.
kicked out
You're
of the
not wrong.
one-winged angel.
I know Ibushi's one of them.
Who's the second?
The only other person that I've seen not get pinned after getting hit with a one-winged angel, and the only reason why is because he touched the ropes, which triggered an explosion in the exploding barbed wire death match, was Moxley. And that technically was not a kick out.
It wasn't. But you can't name the second person.
Well, didn't Jovan mention it earlier? Wasn't it that
Nope.
No, not that.
No, it's an actual person. It's an actual wrestler. Watch his head explode. This is gonna be great.
Hit him with it, Joe. Hit him with it.
Just hit it with me. Hit me with it.
The other person to kick out of it is Kenny Omega.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But that's because
Hangman hit him. Hangman hit the one-winged angel.
You're right. Yeah.
And he kicked out, and everybody freaked out because nobody kicks out of it.
But that wasn't him performing the move, though.
Doesn't matter. I asked.
You kicked out of it.
I'll give you. You were right there.
Hey, Captain Literal, it ain't fun when people point out your own shit, is it? It's just annoying as fuck when people correct you, right? You fucking hate that shit. Does it sting a little?
No, I'm good.
You have nothing. You got nothing. Yeah, I'm good. A little bit.
It was a trick question, and I knew, I was like, I'm gonna have to ask him this the whole time.
You got me fair. Well,
who stumped the trivia machine, huh? Look at this guy.
Episode 110. Who
this
stumped
dickhead
the
right
machine?
here. You dumb bitch.
Shut up, you stupid bitch. You know what? It does sound better saying stupid bitch versus dumb bitch.
I told you, man, but don't get carried away with that shit, because I might get your ass whipped. Okay. Yeah. It's okay for you to say it with us. Don't just start throwing it around willy-nilly, though, okay? I don't want you getting your ass kicked when I ain't around to help you.
Come on, give me some credit.
You're a big dude, man, but just with the us, just the us.
Push
you know
what?
With
us,
I bet you could throw your guys' lack of faith in me is really disturbing.
Hey, I said I bet you could throw some hands. You're a big dude.
Really, Vader? We're going to start quoting Star Wars now?
Millie Wafer. Well, I want to say that I actually agree with all three of your takes. I think they're all great, and I absolutely 100% agree with Joey when he says that it's fucking been killed by indie wrestling. As much as I hate to admit that, it's true. I just, when he brought up Jake, that just it took me back to that time, like DDJ was talking about in the golden era, when, or whoever it was, where everybody had a finisher, and when that finisher got hit, that was it.
Joey K.
I just remember when Jake would hit that, whether it was like a quick one out of the blue, snap, boom, it was over. Or he'd give you that little finger thing, man, and the whole place would go ape shit because they knew
that short arm clothesline was the setup.
Mm-hmm.
Or even as a kid, when I still believed that Hulk Hogan was a half decent human being, and he'd throw those 3 weak ass fucking punches and they come off the rope with that fucking leg drop that Mae Young could do better. You knew it was over. The only person that kicked out of that was what? Warrior. Right? Up until that point.
Did Taker kick out of it once too?
No, Warrior didn't he roll out of the way?
Way before Taker, Warrior was the first one.
No, I think Joey K's right. I think he didn't kick out. He rolled out of the way. He didn't even get hit with it.
Okay, you're missing my point. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is like I agree. There's no such thing anymore. There's just not. I mean, everybody has one, but fuck, they'll throw it 3 or 4 times before they get a pin with it now. It's kind of like watching rough and ready boxing. You just don't know what the fuck's going to happen. People just going to keep swinging until somebody falls down. So, and it is. It's fucking. The worst part about it is it's made telling stories even harder in the ring. And I think I agree with Joey when he said it's indie wrestling that killed it. But I really, really believe that what really started it was Shawn Michaels. Because his style of wrestling and how he would go, there were always spots. There was at least 3 or 4 spots during every match that he did where he tried to do something amazing that you hadn't seen before? The way think of Taker and Hell in a Cell.
That monster.
That match, if you go back and look at all the spots that are in that match, and yes, he saved that stuff for big pay-per-views or big match moments or whatever, but that's what they did, man. They looked at that and went, man, I want to be like Shawn Michaels. I want to do this, this, and this. And then now from top to bottom, oh, I know, dude. But from top to bottom now you have matches that are nothing but, like, I know you don't want to hear this, but the Will Ospreay, Mike Speedball match at Bound for Glory, that is exactly what we're talking about. There were so many near falls, and every, he hit that elbow 3 times on Bailey before he got the 3 count. Ospreay's big elbow where he pulls off, So,
yeah,
I mean,
I think Stormbreaker or something like that.
Yeah, 20 years ago, that would have been the end of the match. First one, it'd be over. Mm-hmm. But he had to hit this little 160-pound bitch 3 times with that son of a bitch to get the pin. So, yeah, I think it's a legitimate question, and I think everybody on the panel, everybody here just answered that. You guys, that was a really good – all of it was good.
It was a great topic.
It was a hell of a topic, yeah. It was a thinker, and when you started putting pieces together, you're like, oh, shit, it's true.
Joey's on his game tonight, man. He ain't fucking doing that. Oh, I got nothing shit. He's bringing the heat, baby.
Dude, I don't even like pro wrestling, man. Like I'm just fucking throwing it out there.
The only guy I know who does a pro wrestling podcast that doesn't like pro wrestling.
Well, that's
it's like when when you work retail though. Like when you work retail, you're like fucking hate Christmas.
Right.
You know what? You're not. Hey, coming from someone who spent a number of years working in retail, you nailed it there.
Yeah, because I did that for years. Dude, I hated Christmas until I finally got out of that grind. Man, like it took me like another 2 years to finally be like, oh, Christmas is actually pretty fucking fun.
Same thing about Thanksgiving, or at least the day after Thanksgiving as well, too.
Yeah.
Last Friday.
Yeah. And now it's like, my God damn, fucking Tony Khan makes me want to fucking just like sit here with my fucking 45 and just blast a hole through my TV screen. Then as soon as I watched fucking 5 good minutes of WWE and I'm like, wow, man, they're turning a corner. Then it's just back to some fucking steaming pile of dog shit. I'm like, nope, that was a mistake. That was not a corner. That was a wall that they just hit. And we got to rebuild it again.
Damn.
It's fucking terrible, man.
Sounds rough.
It is. And don't even fucking tell me about Impact, dude, because I ain't going to watch it. It's not going to happen.
It's not Impact, man. It's going to be TNA starting next year. So I need you
to. It could be the WNBA. I'm still not going to fucking watch it when nothing else is on.
Nobody watches the WNBA, man.
Exactly. I don't watch it either. And that's why I compare it. It's the same fucking thing. It could be the only thing on every single channel I have on fucking Xfinity right now. And I'm just going to be like, you know what? I'm going to read a book. And that's it.
Nobody believes that.
You know what sounds good?
You know what? He's going to either read a book or he's going to go buy her shirt.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Sean. See, I'm actually a fucking educated, normal person here who has an entire bookshelf done with probably like a couple hundred books over there. They don't just wheel
but you also got
a fucking card for me to pick out. Shut up, DDJ. I'm making a point.
You take what the library brings you, brother.
Yeah, exactly. When your boy's rolling by with the cart, you're like, oh, look, fucking. I'll read Anne of Green Gables again, whatever. Like, whatever the fuck you had in there, dog.
How many volumes of the baby
Actually,
you have in your library?
I actually think I read all 3 of the Lord of the Rings while I was in there.
Damn, that's been a long time.
Wow.
If that gives you any
not when it was
indication
originally
what the
written,
sentence
you
was
fuck.
I never said that. I'm just saying, wow, that's impressive that you read all 3 of those books.
It was only 90 days, man. It was only 90 days.
Jesus. Only.
All right, can we get off my prison record? Let's go. Next.
Hey, you're the one that brought it up.
Next,
I did not. He did.
We'll do a quick rapid fire. NJPW is asking their fans to limit interactions with wrestlers outside of the technically allowed places, meaning during the venue and all that. So they're basically telling their fans, hey, don't be like the Americans and crowd these motherfuckers when they're out eating, when they're at the airports, when they're in transports. So quick shots on that. What do you guys think?
Is it me, or is it you seeing a culture change in the Japanese wrestling fan culture from the very quiet crowd, very only like clap at certain moments, and I think there's a change in the fans. They're becoming more of the Western style.
Yep.
And New Japan's going to shut that shit down right away. Like, nope, we already know what goes on over there.
Yeah.
You know,
Not
is
happening.
it a good thing? I don't know. I can't say if it's good or bad because I don't know what fans like that are like there. But I know here, if you're fucking got a stack of fucking, 8x10s for somebody to sign at fucking 5:00 in the morning, coming off their fucking flight in an airport, then I can't say it's a bad thing because if it eliminates some of that shit, good for it.
I agree with what Joey K just said about that because that's one of the things that drives me nuts. Like, I don't believe that, I believe when they're in the airports, hotels, so that you need to leave these people, these men and women alone because, I get their celebrities and stuff, but even then, that's just, to me, that's a form of stalking. Like, if they're going to be at the airport and you're there, if you're going to be at the hotel, you're staking it out and it's just to get an autograph or whatever to resell, whatever, that's horrible. I mean, let these men and women be, they do enough, during the TV shows and the live events and stuff to entertain us and that. And I mean, and I think that this also is on like the people like the hotels and stuff. Like, I honestly believe that the hotels where these wrestlers stay at need to make it mandatory that like when the wrestling shows in town, if you don't have a room or if you don't have a reservation at that hotel, you can't be hanging around in there waiting for the wrestlers and stuff. I really think hotels need to step up and start enforcing that because that's ridiculous. I mean, I just don't get it. And I say good on New Japan for kind of trying to nip this in the bud. I mean, Joey K's take on the changing culture of the New Japan fan is interesting in that. And I mean, if that's the case, then yeah, they're nipping it in the bud. And I think that's a really good thing.
Although I can't really say too much about the hotel thing because that's how I have that really wild story about how I met Ted DiBiase and got his tie from the suit that he was wearing at the hotel.
I don't think I've ever heard that story.
From one of the women that he was with that was definitely not his wife.
Okay, well, I guess I know what we're talking about once we're done recording.
Oh, they for sure did, bro. I was 8. I knew that.
Well, he's also from Philly, ladies and gentlemen. What you learn in Philly at 8.
Yeah. That's a fun story. And I still have the tie.
That's awesome. He probably wears it to work. You sick fuck.
I have on occasion.
You sick fuck.
To me, it's like this is a little bit of a double-edged sword. I love when a multi-million-dollar company who basically makes their money off the fans decides to tell the fans how they should act. That shit just like fucking rubs me wrong. But that being said,
because you're not anti-authority.
I'm not anti. Well, yeah, no, not even a little bit. Dude, I think anything that you can do, you can approach these guys outside of the venues, outside of the thing. It's how you do it. We've had this discussion numerous times, man. Like there are times where I've seen people on the street, or I met these guys, and have I asked for a picture? Yes. Have I shook their hand and all that shit? I'm not going over it again. For me, it's a time and a place thing. But I'm not everybody. I've seen people chase them down the fucking street. I've seen them beg them for a fucking autograph. I've seen Cody Rhodes stay after an AEW Dynamite until there's literally nobody left in the building but the 15, 20 people that are standing there by the rail, and he's signing for everybody. And that was when they were just starting out. there are a certain group of wrestling performers that have no problems whatsoever being gracious and standing there and signing for people. If they feel like they're being taken advantage of and they tell you to fuck off, that's their prerogative. Yes, there comes a little, and we talked about this, like Jody said a couple of weeks ago. When you're in that spot, there's a little bit of, you're almost indebted. You're on, I don't know if that's the right word, but you almost feel obligated to sign or get a picture or whatever. I've seen plenty of people who are trying to leave and stick around just because somebody asked for, hey, can I get one picture? And then that one picture turns into 5 because 4 more people see it happen. And then they got to go over there and they're polite about it and they do it. And they, but outside of that, man, I mean, if they're sitting at a fucking restaurant at a table with their friends, grow the fuck up, man. Leave them alone. I mean, there's got to be a point where respect is shown. And that's one thing that I think is funny, because I feel like New Japan and the fans of Japanese wrestling that are in Japan, like they hold these guys in a lot higher regard. Mm-hmm. I mean, some of these guys are like heads of state, man. I mean, they're treated like, a lot of them go into politics after they retire over there. I mean, it's not like here. Mm-hmm. It's not like here where, they're doing fucking, ads for, fucking payday loans and shit like that. I mean, over there, they're treated, they're just held, man. They're just treated differently there. It's considered honorable. I mean, to be a pro wrestler in Japan is considered an honorable profession. Whereas here it's the fucking circus. You know what I mean? So I just can't, hanging on to, eventually they were going to start getting a little more rowdy at these shows, man. I mean, they watch American TV. I'm sure they watch those shows overseas. They see how we act like a bunch of jackasses. So it wouldn't surprise me that they want to let go a little bit of the show, man. I mean, have you watched the new Japan show, man? It's like watching a tennis match.
Yeah.
They go back and forth, and somebody makes a great move or a great shot, and it's, and then it's crickets again, So I always thought that was weird. So, I mean,
oh, come on.
I feel like it's kind of shitty that our culture is we're fucking infecting the rest of the world with our stupidity, and that's a shame. Because not even I don't even want to be like us.
Heard. It's great. Oh, anyway. Oh, shit, I'm sorry. That got me really good. Gentlemen, I had another question tonight, but I think we're going to wrap it up. It's gotten a little late, long in the tooth, unless you're down for one last question.
Fucking wrap it up, man.
All right, we're going to call it a night with our final takes. Who's going to start tonight?
November 25th, Survivor Series, Copeland's Bar and Grill. Come hang out with us.
Yeah.
To book my hotel for that night. Do not let me forget, because I do not want to be sleeping in my car after drinking at the bar. Nice.
I won't, Jovan.
Thank you. Who's next?
Just for me,
that was kind of just the way you said that was kind of creepy, dude.
I know. I didn't. I just wanted to move on from it, dude.
It was a little creepy, dude.
So
I won't.
So it's been a rough couple of weeks for me at my job, and so just because I've had a lot going on, and I just wanted to take a minute to say to you guys and everybody listening, if you have a 9-to-5 job, whenever you work or whatever, take a second and just, if you see a coworker, someone just doing a good job, just give them a compliment, say, hey, nice job, or thanks for your help, or something like that. Because sometimes the littlest of comments is things like that can go a long way, and they don't go unnoticed and unappreciated. So just take a minute, if you with your job, just thank someone for doing their job, or helping you out with something, and a little compliment goes a long way.
Unless they stink at their job. Because if they stink at their job, don't compliment them.
Are you being neglected at work, Puddin'?
No, I'm just
Somebody
saying.
being mean to you, dude.
We'll
You
whoop
want me
their
to drive
ass.
up there and slap somebody around?
That is
Yeah.
Oh, I could.
ain't-
Yeah, there's a lot of people I wouldn't mind you coming to my job and slapping around.
I'll hit a
Allegedly.
bitch and dock.
Allegedly.
I don't give a fuck. Allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly. Yeah. I'm gonna say this. Last
I
time
ain't
I
going
told
back,
somebody
dude. I ain't
they were
going back.
doing last time I told somebody they were doing a good job at work, I may have done it the wrong way because I ended up in HR. So not doing that again.
Oh my god.
Whoever
Was
did
this who
that
you were talking to, Javon?
going to hell. That's what I say.
Is that who you were talking to right there on the screen?
No, I fortunately have never worked with evil bastard. I need to
How did
delete
that go,
I don't know.
man? Was it just
That
like
was fucking funny.
Maybe that eye makeup. You so fucking pretty. Did you hit her with the hot one? The hot
No.
one. Just
Look, man, I was
No?
drunk. Damn it, y'all don't make the best decisions when
Okay.
you're drunk. Okay,
well,
I mean,
I'd hope so because her beard's thicker than yours, dude.
thankfully, she didn't have a beard at the time, but the mustache was kicking.
Well, as long as your dick is big, Javon, we're okay.
Yeah, that's all
That I
matters,
can
dude.
say. At least that one
Lord.
worked. God damn it!
Wasn't by much,
Hey,
but it counts.
it counts. Better than
Yes,
nothing.
As long as you win the sword fight, buddy. That's it.
You don't know
Anyhow.
true love till you have someone to play lightsabers with. Anyway,
You know who you don't compliment at work? People who really stink at their job. And you know who stinks at their job?
who?
People at work.
Everyone. No. You know who stinks at their job? The fucking Arizona Diamondbacks. They stink at their fucking job. Because they had one job. They got past the Phillies. They had one job was to beat the Rangers. And they shit the fucking bed. And I couldn't be happier. You want to know why I couldn't be happier? Not because I give two flying fucks about Texas, what's happening there. In case you didn't notice, I'm wearing my Eagles hat, and we'll get to that in a second. But the truth is,
Oh, here we go.
you fucking win in a game 7, and you plant your fucking flag on another team's field. That was the fucking kiss of death. You are going back to the fucking dog shit gutters of Arizona, and you will not even going to sniff the fucking playoffs anytime soon. You fucking wrote your own death certificate. You don't ever fucking plant your fucking team's flag in another team's field. Oh, man, they fucked up, and I knew it. Bet the fucking farm on Texas because there ain't no way Arizona's going to win this. And look what fucking happened. Texas beat the fucking dog shit out of them.
Dude,
and I
just whooped them. Yeah.
And I couldn't be fucking happier. Well, I could be happier. What would have made me happier is watching the Phillies beat the shit out of the Rangers. But there's always next year for that. Also, what could make me happier is watching the fucking Birds beat the fucking shit out of the Cowboys on Sunday, because that's coming. Old fucking Twinkle Tits down there in the corner is all fucking jammed up on his fucking Texas Ranger jerk-off fest, just double fucking cocking it right now. And that's okay. So when he takes this fucking monster L of a fucking just absolute, Sean will know about this, that fucking prison dick. Yeah, he's just gonna fucking end up just eating a big fucking Philly version on Sunday. Did they wake you up down there, big guy? Oh yeah, I wasn't
a prison dick, dude.
I'm sure
will not be. You will not be. Yeah.
I don't think anybody penetrated you, bud, and that's okay. That's okay. I would always assume just by height alone that you were doing all the penetrating. Allegedly.
Dude, love is love, Joe. Love is love.
Hey, I'm not discriminating. Even if you're just gay for this day, that's okay too. I don't mind. Like, I love you. You're my brother. I don't fucking
What would you
discriminate
do
on
for a
that.
Klondike bar?
I don't know, man. Probably do some sketchy shit to get some hot Cheetos and some fucking top ramen up in there, though. See, he nodded. He knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
Allegedly.
Anyhow, back to my point. So it's not going to hurt Giovanna as bad on Sunday when Dallas rolls on up here and everybody's like, see, Dak's the better quarterback, and Dak gets his fucking dick beat in the fucking dirt for a little while. Because honestly, he ain't the guy, man. He ain't the guy.
He's not better than Hurts. I mean, I could say that, and I'm a Cowboys fan.
I'll put him on the same fucking level. And that's fucking giving some credit there.
Yeah.
But
they're
like,
not on the same level. Hurts has the ring.
Yeah.
But
Hurts
look,
has a ring, dude. They're not on the same level.
No, he doesn't.
Hurts has been to a Super Bowl.
Doesn't Hurts
but
have
then
a
he's-
ring?
No.
Okay.
He wasn't part of that team that won the Super Bowl. He came
okay.
after.
I'm sorry, I thought he was. Okay.
I mean, he's
what
won
she
the
said.
NFC. He's won the NFC though, so he has done that. But either way, it's gonna feel so fucking nice. Rough time with the Phillies. It's gonna feel nice to see a fucking Eagles win against the Cowboys. Now I'm fucking thrilled about it. I can't wait.
You better hope the Eagles win, or else Jovan's gonna be. We all thought Jovan's ego was sky high when he met Jimmy. This is gonna be nothing compared to that.
You think I am not prepared for the little bit? I could fucking just absolutely freight trade him right now, but I'm not. I'm holding it back. I'm holding it back. You think I can't handle it? You think I can't take the heat, bud?
If anybody can handle it, it's you, Joey K.
You know I can. I literally said indie wrestling ruined.
I'm 100%
ruined
sure he can
the
handle it.
majority of pro wrestling. Everybody fucking hates me now, so I'm good with it. Bring it on. Go ahead, there, sugar tits. Tell me something different.
Go ahead.
I hope
Tits.
and pray that the Dallas Cowboys lose on Sunday. Because if they don't, the amount of shit that you will have to eat next week will be so astronomically big.
Wait.
You
Plate
would think
after
that
plate.
your ass would have been in fucking Human Centipede. That's how bad it's gonna fucking be for you.
It'll be
Philly.
Golden Corral all over again.
Good
Do you
thing
hear
it's my
me?
favorite fucking movie. Let's go.
If we win next week, coming off of a Rangers World Series,
Dude, what's with the Marge Simpson hair?
number one, don't badmouth the fro. Bitches love it. So let me tell you this.
Yeah, they do.
I actually didn't have the fro when I met fucking Evil. That's where I went wrong. I'm gonna have to tell you guys that story one day, but not during my fucking
Dude,
final thought where I could never get a fucking word out in this goddamn show.
I actually think there was a lot of things that went wrong.
It was a lot of things that went wrong with that, dude. No, you're at 110% right on that. But
I usually am. I usually am.
you can call him. But yeah, I don't even know what the fuck I was gonna say. Rangers fucking won the World Series. I get cut off every fucking final thought. I don't know where the hell I'm going. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for listening. We had a lot of good shit. Joey went heel on the whole fucking indie circuit. Hopefully, we still have listeners. Hopefully,
Joey, this
we
might
still
have been one of your
fans.
best show ever.
Yeah, we are.
This might have been the
Joey.
Premier's best show ever.
Shooting premiere shit next week. We'll see what happens. Anybody else with a final thought? No, we're good. Say goodnight, Joey. It was your show tonight.
Good
night, Joey. It was your show.
You fucking. worst 3 seconds of my life, you bastard, every week.
It's so funny. It's so fucking awesome.
Legends of the Ring Sting, man. This is a great figure, old school figure. Looks great. It's Sting! Old school Sting from WCW. Guys, you know us, 3/4 of the Shootin Shit team, and we're here with a listener just like you guys. This is Jimmy from Super Powers Comics.
My friend of almost 20 years. He's known him since you were 12.
If you know people in Chicago, you probably know Dennis because he knows half the town, of course. But shooters, if you need action figures, comics, wrestling memorabilia, we just showed you Sting. Superpowers Comics will put up their QR code so you can get a good look at everything they have coming. Give it a shot, shooters. Get your superpowers on and get your comics from our friend Jimmy, who listens just like you.
Attention wrestling fans and fans of Shootin Shit podcasts. You can now be one of the cool kids by going to ProWrestlingTees.com and buy the official Shootin Shit t-shirt. Buy it now and be there at ringside.
Be sure to check us out on YouTube at www.youtube.com/@SHOOTINGSHT. Find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/groups/SHOOTINSHT. Check us out on TikTok at SHOOTINSHIT. And you can buy your official Shootin Shit shirt at www.prowrestlingtees.com/SHOOTINSHT. And thanks for watching.